Hello friends, welcome to our AI stock photo creation and monetization course. This is our first video. Here, we'll introduce an overview. I'll discuss more about the course content. So, I'll discuss making money with AI and stock photography. Let's begin. Now, friends, with artificial intelligence emerging recently, new ways to earn money, new business models and sectors have appeared online. One is stock photography. Stock photography isn't independent and it's been around for years. However, with the rise of artificial intelligence, especially in photo creation, a new business model emerged. This is creating stock images with AI and earning income by selling them. So, instead of real photos taken with a camera, creating AI-generated image-style content and making money from it has become a business model. So, what is stock photography? What does stock image mean? Friends, this is stock image. For example, let's go, look, there are many websites here selling stock photos. For example, is Stock Photo. Shutterstock is a top site in this sector, Pexels. Stock Photo is this, friends. Let's view images. Here's an image of someone reading on the beach. Right, just a woman reading. Say someone writes an article online and needs such an image. This image must be original. So, he doesn't want it from another site. It must be original. It must have copyright. I want commercial rights, because when someone randomly takes it from another site, the real owner of the photo, that is, the person holding the copyright, can sue that person. They may encounter such problems, or when they put it on a YouTube channel, in a video, or embedded in an app, they may face a YouTube violation. Their channel may be suspended or video removed due to copyright. They may face similar issues in their app. So, they must have the commercial rights to the images they use. In other words, they need usage rights. This is where stock photo sites come in. For example, Shutterstock-like sites. What do? You buy topic-related images. For instance, you see this image, a beautiful visual of a frozen river and the snowy trees surrounding it, captured on a winter day. You buy this at an affordable price. And when you purchase it, you also acquire its commercial rights. So now you have the right to share this image anywhere, whether on your website, in your videos, in your applications, or on your social media pages, because you have purchased a license for it. These sites where developers, website owners, and content creators buy images, pictures, and photos are called stock photo sites. These folks are a big industry. We're talking about a $2 to $3 billion market, a very large industry. If we include videos and others, the photo part is smaller, but we're talking about a $400 to $500 million sector. I think there's good income for all of us. We'll focus on this model. So, what will we do, friends? Here's what we'll do. We will use artificial intelligence tools to create high-quality, attention-grabbing visuals and upload them to stock photo sites like these to earn commissions from their sale. Now, there is one main site we will be using. This is the Adobe stock site. Let's open it here. If you click the top link, you can access this platform, friends. This is our main platform. We'll sell from here. Why not from Shutterstock? Isn't Shutterstock bigger? Yes. However, Shutterstock currently bans the sale of AI-generated images, unfortunately. So they haven't allowed it yet. Adobe Stock allows it. We just add an AI-generated tag. We mark an option. Then we can share as many AI visuals as we want. Now, does Adobe Stock have many users? Yes, millions. Shutterstock is a bigger site. However, Adobe Stock is not a small-scale site either. It has millions of users worldwide. It belongs to the Adobe company, and it's a platform where you can earn very serious income, friends. We are creating a seller account here, and by uploading generated images, here we are a commission on each sale. What's the best part, friends? First, we spend no money, no capital needed. Keep this in mind. No need to spend a penny, friends. It's free. Just sit at your computer. You can do this. Just dedicate time. This doesn't require a lot of time, so you don't need to dedicate hours every day. As you'll see in the upcoming videos, it's a very simple task. We can produce hundreds of photos in a few minutes. Secondly, the second great aspect is that it can create a passive income source for us that lasts 4 years. I started this business roughly 2 years ago, and I'm still earning from the images I mentioned from 2 years ago because those images continue to sell. And I continue to receive commissions from each of these sales. And every month money is deposited into my account. Therefore, imagine from an effort 2 years ago, you still earn monthly, and you spend nothing. So, this is a smart move, friends. I recommend starting. If you get the logic and the industry, we'll move to the next video. In the next video, friends, we'll set up our Adobe Stock account. Don't skip these parts. Do it right away. We need to handle details from the start. After that, only technical tasks remain, like creating, resizing, and uploading images. As I said, it's simple. By spending just 30 to 45 minutes a day, you can create hundreds or thousands of photos. It's up to your speed. You might be slow initially since you'll be starting, but as you get used to it, you'll become much faster. So initially, you might make 100 photos in half an hour. In the future, you'll produce 1,000, 1,500 images in half an hour. So, I recommend continuing this work. It's a great job. It's doable. One of the rare jobs you can do without spending money. So, I advise dedicating time and attention. If you understand, we're moving to the next video, friends. Hello friends, welcome to our second video. What did we talk about in the first video? We covered the course content, our business model summary, how we earn money, and the platforms we use. So you got the basic idea. Made you understand, sorry. Now in this video, we'll open our Adobe Stock account, the main platform for sales. We'll make necessary adjustments. It'll be a 5 to 10 minute video. This page appears in Turkish for me. It might appear in English or other languages for some of you. It doesn't matter. The button locations here are the same, so you can continue by clicking the same places. Now, click the Sell button at the top right. Clicking it takes us to this page. Here, click Join. Click the blue button. Here, it goes to account creation. Let's start creating an account by entering our email and password here. We move here. After filling in your name, surname, and birthday, and selecting the country region, we could create account, friends. After clicking Create Account, a verification email is sent. Go to Gmail and click the verification link. Click the Adobe message at the top. Click the link here to verify the account. It is email verified. Let's click Continue, friends. Now, this screen appeared. Let's close these. This screen appeared. Let's go back there by saying Stock Adobe. In order to enter the main panel, we click the Start button once again. Now yes, make sure you are on this link, friends. Contributor.stock.org. You need to come to this panel. Now after coming to this panel, such a screen appears in front of us. It says upload your first asset. So it wants us to upload the first image. We click this. It brings us to a panel. Drag the files. Drop or browse. It wants us to upload images, but we need to adjust some settings first. Let's look at a dashboard. On the dashboard, we can see sales, downloads, etc. We can view the categorized numbers, etc. of the files we uploaded here. We can also see the current earnings. The total number of downloads and earnings are also visible here. In the uploaded files section, we can see all the images you have uploaded up to that point. These are categorized images, unaccepted images, and different versions. There's also a participant account section. We'll set it up here. From here, friends, we need to enter the address information first. I need to learn about this. After we save the address information, we click on the section below to add tax information. We proceed by saying continue to this. Now, individual or company, it asks. We choose individual and continue. There are three options here. First, are you a U.S. citizen or a foreign resident in the U.S.? Second, you live in a country with a U.S. tax treaty. The third option is, you neither live in America nor reside in a country that has a tax treaty with America. Now, if you are currently in America, you will select the first option, friends. If you are in a country outside of America, for example, Turkey or any European country, the second option is the one you need to select. Here we click this button to complete the form and go to that page. Sorry friends, yes, we have arrived at the tax page. Now, we're greeted by a form here. We must fill in sections marked with a red star. First, it asks for our name. We write it. Then, we select our country. It asks for city, district, or postal code. You can write the city name directly. Again, we select our country. You can leave the areas not marked in red blank. It asks us to enter our date of birth. First the month, then the day, and finally the year. Don't forget to put dashes in between, my friends. Sorry. Yes. Here. Yes, let's continue. Now, what we need is in this link. Sorry. In the table in the link, Turkey is asking us which article of the agreement it is. It's asking which article number it is. I can't click on this link right now for some reason. But if you make it 12 in parentheses 2 here, this will be valid. Here, friends, it also asks for Turkey's withholding tax rate in this agreement article. The document rate. This was 10%. Just write 10 here. If you write Turk with a capital letter down here, it will be accepted. We come down here, friends, and check this box. It asks us for an electronic signature here. You can also draw. For example, I'll write it like this. I click apply. Then I enter my name and surname here. And finish, friends. Why isn't this active? Sorry, we forgot this. Did we miss anything? No. Click to sign, friends. After this, we click create account. I think there's a browser issue. Let's revisit the tax page. Yes, it says tax status verified. That's it for taxes, friends. Our account is ready for images, earning and withdrawing. Download the tax form. It can stay on your computer. I haven't needed it, but download if you want, friends. Click profile. Here, it says select an image from your portfolio for your profile cover. And an image for your profile cover. We manage the account from here. You can make more changes to your profile here. For example, name your store, etc. Edit profile from here. Change the picture here. Add a new picture. Add a profile name, friends. By the way, a first and last name are mandatory. The screen name is the Adoptopluliga name. So any name that sees you in Adoptopluliga is the name on your profile. I suggest adding a mobile phone. If you forget your password or try logging in from another device, a mobile phone will be needed. SMS enforcement will be needed. I suggest it. There are password and privacy settings here. You can link your Gmail for easier access. Data and privacy settings are here. Again, nothing very important here. It's a simple panel. Adobe panel. There's a section to upload an image. In the File section, Uploaded File section. Panel section shows Earn. There are sections for participant account adjustments and profile editing. It's a messy panel. We don't deal much with it. We'll focus more on image creation and uploading. especially image creation. In the next video, we'll sign up for the AI to create images and review its panel. Then we'll start creating our first images, friends. See you in the next video. Hello, friends. In this video, as I mentioned before, we'll explore the image generating AI and register. Our AI's name is Leonardo. Friends, you can also write it as Leonardo. It doesn't matter. Click the top link. I'll log in directly by connecting Google. It's easier. I'm signing up by clicking continue, friends. Registration is quite simple. There's nothing that will trouble you. It assigns an automatic name, not very important. Pick 2, 3 things as you like. Say next. It asks for the purpose. Personal here. Choose personal use. Accept the terms. We've signed up for Leonardo. Now, what is Leonardo, friend? Leonardo. Jope zekatabinal. Vervisum register. Verdigimus promptlargor isedigimus tars de resimla yuter. Buislinda ukredli bersista. Ukredli paketleri var. Ankak. Her yeni kolons 150 kredi vario. 150 ukretsis kredi nademe. Baroda my plan dio goriorsim. When we upgrade, many plans appear. We use the free plan. The other plan is $10, giving 8,500 credits. The free plan gives 150 credits. If not the $10 package, it gives 8,500 credits. At the start of this course, I mentioned that no money will come out of your pocket. This is true. But if you want to do this job continuously, meaning make it your main job, honestly, I recommend this package. Why? It doesn't have much over the free package. Just a few advantages. But they save you some time. For example, in the free package, we can produce 4 images at once. In paid packages, this number is higher. We can do 2 tasks. We can also handle the video part. Plus, it gives 8,500 credits. We can use more features. So if you're determined, you don't have to buy it initially. Even later, I recommend a paid package. The fees are small. Even a $10 package will suffice. If you say I don't want to spend money, you can use the free package. I used it for 6 to 7 months. Uploaded over 10,000 images with the free package. After earning some income, I got the Mistora package. It's up to you. Honestly. What's in this panel, friends? Library section. We can see earlier images here. Key Tools section says image creation. We'll use this. Closely. Instructions here. We'll use this panel, friends. Now, it says type prompt here. Write a prompt. We will write a prompt here. Let's make some adjustments before we start writing a prompt from here. Now, generation mode. And let's begin from the very top, friends. Preset say Leonardo Ponex. I recommend keeping it this way. This is the most realistic version. You can produce the most realistic images here. You can leave these as they are. The image size can be 1:1. I suggest making it 1:1. Choose face mode. Others need premium. For the dimensions below, you can choose medium. It says number of image, meaning how many images you want to create. It comes before selected. Others also need premium. Not much in advanced settings. Honestly, we can add negative prompts. I'll discuss them in the next video. Transparency can be added, etc. But it's a simple panel overall. We don't need many adjustments. The default settings are enough if left as is. Now it says 24 credits will be deducted for 4 images. So, about 6 credits per image. Remember, he gave us 150 credits for free. So with one Leonardo account, we can make 25 images. 25 times 650. 150 credits. We have free access. Now, we tell the prompt AI what to create. For example, we say we're drawing a house or farmhouse picture. We need to say this in English. You can translate and use it. A farmhouse. A farmhouse nestled among green mountains and hills. Now this is my prompt, friends. A farmhouse among green mountains and hills. Happy. Peasant children. Horses and a happy dog. This is our prompt skeleton. But we need to add a few basic words to each prompt. We'll add this to all prompts. So your prompt might differ. You can do it in a car. Draw it on a plane. It doesn't matter. But there are a few basic words we need to add. Here they are. We add the word ultra-realistic. That is ultra-realistic. Ultra quality. Like a photo, not like a picture. Like a photo. In photorealism, quality. After adding these, we need more detail. More detail to E means better results. What was I saying? Like a farm. Right. I'll elaborate more. I said it should be a red farmhouse. I said happy farmer children should be here. I want to give this a number. Let there be 2 children. Let there be 2 horses. Let them be white in color. And 1 dog. Let it be a Dalmatian. Or a golden retriever. Let's add trees to mountains and hills. Add rocks to hills, friends. We'll elaborate more. But for now, let's say generic. Let's not detail further. As I said, the more detailed your prompts, the better. More realistic results. You need to train the AI, friends. Tell it what to do. The way is to enter detailed prompts. Now it made 4 images. Let's see them. Red farmhouse behind. Tree-covered green mountains, hills. Below, rocky hills. 2 horses, a golden retriever, and 2 farmer children. Just the picture I wanted. Let's see the next one. Here, he added 3 horses. This is usable. He added 3 children here. This is usable too. Taken from a farther angle. This is nice. Now I'm downloading these. Downloading again. Downloaded this too. Finally downloaded this too, friends. Did I download 4 images? The images are nice. If we zoom in, slight distortion on the children's faces. These aren't very important. It's not noticeable at all. So, unless it causes discomfort, it's not important, friends. When I look at the house windows and details, there's no noticeable error or joke causing discomfort. It's a realistic farm depiction. Let's see the other picture. Here, distortions have almost vanished. It produced an almost perfect picture. Especially the back part, from the buildings. The mountains, hills, and trees look like a nature photo. Quite realistic. This one too, no problem here. As you see, we got 4 original images. What does original image mean, friends? There's no example of these online. Because AI creates different images each time, even with the same prompt. So these 4 images we downloaded are entirely ours. No one else before us, sorry, used them, nor will anyone after us. Because AI produces different images even with the same prompt, as I said. That image is always different somehow. These images are unique to us, original images. And therefore, we also own the sales rights to these images, because this platform we use, namely Leonardo AI, also grants us the sales rights to these images, friends. We can sell these images, and since we can sell them, we are also provided with revenues. This is the platform we use at Artificial Intelligence. We more or less understood the prompts. In the next video, we'll delve deeper, this time focusing on object production, like a car or plane. It could be a shoe, anything, an object, meaning we'll create an image. We'll focus on this next time, friends. See you then. Hello, friends. What did we see in the last video? We registered on the Leonardo Bear site. We briefly examined the Herald Index. We discussed prompts and made 4 nice pictures of farms, animals, and kids. We downloaded them. Now, as I said in the last video, friends, what will we do in this video? This style generally involves giving a prompt to artificial intelligence to generate something on an object, rather than on pictures. So, we will produce such a picture. If you're wondering why, the paintings that are sold, the ones that sell more, are general object paintings such as shoes, cars, planes, pens, glasses. More often, paintings in that style featuring such objects. These are mostly paintings in the form of canvases. Yes, these are also sold, because they have buyers too. But paintings featuring an object or an animal are in much higher demand. That's why we'll focus on an object, as I said before. The more detailed the prompt, the better results you'll get, friends. I've prepared an English prompt. I went into detail. A Ferrari-style sports car. Red single door, very luxurious and eye-catching. Bright red. Stopped on a highway. Doors open upwards. Interior and seats visible. Logo not visible. Note this. Ensure no logo is visible when producing items like cars. Adobe may reject it. Avoid logos, friend. Looks luxurious and shiny. Use these two commands in all prompts. I added ultra realistic and photo-like commands. Now I'll generate it. Generic. Started. I paused the video to not keep you waiting. Production is complete. It produced this style of image. Quite nice. Very realistic. Image and photo are indistinguishable. There's a logo here. It resembles the Ferrari logo but isn't exactly it. Similar in this way. I mean, similar logos can exist. Don't worry about it. If it's not exactly that brand's logo, it's not important. So it's acceptable. Now what were the commands I gave? Red sports car, resembling a phrase. Stingled. The seats and upholstery are visible. What else did I say? It looks eye-catching and luxurious. It's on a highway. The highway details are drawn down to the asphalt cracks and lanes. If you look at that shadow's details, you see how much detail it has, even signs. There's an overpass or bridge above. Trees on the left, etc. Almost like a photo, nearly real. I can't be amazed, it's like a photo. Made exactly in my style. Messed up a bit here, happens sometimes. Can give faulty images, don't worry. Don't download these images, friends. For example, here they've added another door on top. This one also lifts up a top. This is nonsense, we won't use it. This is usable, but here, it's a bit over the top. It's going into utopia, I mean. I don't know if there's such a vehicle model. Still, it can be used. It could work. This one is also quite nice. Very stylish. We can definitely use this too. This one, if you look at the upholstery details, like the seats, the door details, etc., you'll see how realistic the production is. I'll download these two, friends. Downloading the other three except the faulty image. What I mean is, pay attention to the prompt, friends. Don't ignore the wrong. In the prompt video, I'll detail how to generate prompts faster, how to elaborate and speed up prompts. I'll explain everything. But always elaborate on prompts, friends. The more detail you add, the better. Meaning you'll get photo-like images, indistinguishable from reality. These will boost your sales chance. I'll also make a sales video for you. We'll explore what images are popular and sell more. We'll check Adobe Store, the marketplace, the platform. I'll give advice from my past sales. Producing and creating images accordingly will boost your sales chances. I used trial and error as I lacked such resources. No local or foreign resources were available when I started. By trial and error, producing hundreds and thousands of images in different categories, and spending months of time, I was only able to get results and start sales. But if you complete this course and implement what you've learned, you might start getting sales in just a few days. As there are people I've taught this to, as an ebook, or as a one-on-one course who started getting sales even within a day. And many started getting sales within a few days, at the latest. Sales start coming in within a week to 10 days if you have a sufficient number of images. Of course, this is a work job, a patience job, and a work job, friends. 3 or 5 images won't do. You need to upload many images to see sales. Because, when I started, as I said, there weren't many people. There weren't proper resources. But now there are many people. Has competition increased? Yes, it has. But as long as we use the right techniques and produce for the categories that will sell the most, our chances are always higher. We can achieve more sales, faster sales. As I said, if you complete this course and really pay attention to what I've explained and work on the production, if you produce images, it's very likely that you'll start making sales within a few days. And you'll see sales in such a short time. You must not give up here. I mean, you really need to put in the effort. Use your head. And at the same time, you absolutely must not give up. That's all for now, friends. In the next video, we'll look at scaling the images we produce, because we need to enlarge them for maximum quality. I'll discuss that. We have an easy program that quickly handles our work. We'll use it and install it. Then, in the last video, we'll upload these to the Adopt site. Later, I'll add the prompt and sales videos. You can review them. That's it for now. See you next time. Hello, friends. Now, as I said in the last video, we downloaded our photos, but to meet Adobe stock standards, we need to enlarge them. What will we enlarge? Now, as you can see here, we are producing images in medium 1024 by 1024 dimensions. We are having a reduction dot, but to meet Adobe standards, we need to increase the photo resolution. There's a free, simple program for this, friends. We download it. It's called Upscale. You can access it from the upscale.org site. That's how it's spelled, friends. Now we're heading to the site. We click on the download button located at the top right. From here, we select our operating system. I'm downloading Windows. It has started downloading from here. Sorry. Yes, the program has been downloaded, friends. Let's click on the exile from here. Let's proceed with the installation of the program. Now, let's run the program by saying finish, friend. Let me close this. The interface of the programs is like this. It's a simple basic program. If you're wondering what the program does, as I mentioned earlier, it allows us to increase the size and resolution of the photos. To meet Adobe standards, it needs to be at least 4096 in size. Now, we click on Batch Upscale. You can leave these settings exactly as they are. Select this option as Fast Reel. What's next? To select images individually, slide this button left for a single image. For the whole folder, all images. Slide right, friends. Select folder. I choose the folder with the images I just made. This can stay 4x. Also, we need to create a folder to store the outputs. Let's create the output folder here and select it. Let's call it output. Now in step 4, we press the upscale button and the program starts running. Depending on the number of images, it finishes in 1, 2, 5, or 10 minutes. Yes, it's done, friends. Now let's check our output folder. Here we see the new images. Now when we zoom in, it brought more detail, higher resolution photos. We can see this, as you can see. So by comparing with the previous images, you can notice this. Now friends, here, we made a mistake. More precisely, I forgot to mention something. This was output as a PNG file. However, we need to get it as a JPG. So I'm selecting it again. I made a mistake here. Sorry about that. Our outputs. We definitely need to get them as JPG to upload to Adobe. So I'm going to restart this. Let's also check the JPEG version. In the next video, we'll start uploading. Yes, friends, we got the images as JPEG. Sorry, PNG version. These are JPEG. As I said, it must be JPEG when loading Adobe. It doesn't accept PNG. Select JPEG from settings in the program without changing other settings. Settings stay the same. Just select JPEG. Save as JPEG. Save images in bulk to a folder for faster results. I made 7 images as an example. In the next video, friends, we will start uploading these pictures in Adana. See you in the next video. Hello friends, we're now on the Adobe platform. In the uploaded file section, click upload at the top right. It says drag and drop or browse. Let's open our folder, output folder. Let's take the images from here and paste them here, friend. Now, while the images upload, let me tell you about these warnings. These yellow warnings, friends, not specific to you. When read, it's specific. Usually seen in not accepted section. Explains why not accepted if read. Yellow warnings are general. For example, it says here not to submit generative AI content with headlines implying real news events. So, it's saying, as if it's real news, as if it's a real event. For instance, it could be political events or war images. I'll discuss topics to avoid in the next video. I'll discuss content to avoid in the next video. You'll see more details there. It says don't deceive with AI. You know, AI can create many fake images, videos, deepfake videos as if they're real people. It warns us about these. It's not specific to us. Don't take it personally. Now, our images are uploaded. We need to adjust some settings when sending images. It says file type. We should select illustration. Because this isn't a photo, it's a drawing, friends. The category says animals. Animals can stay. We can choose plants, flowers, or landscapes. I recommend selecting the most relevant category. Titles say Atarshblur. I recommend English. Does it say a recognized person or feature? No. There's something important here, friends. You see an option. It says it was created with generative AI tools. You must select this. Because we indicate this image is AI. Here we say people and property are fictional. Now, it asks for a title. It offers title suggestions. I select a few. Let me move to the next line. Or let me add something here. There are keywords. It allows a maximum of 49 keywords. We need to enter at least 5 here. I'm entering a few items here right now. I'm adding a few suggestions here. You can add 15 to 20 from here, friends. More relevantly, yes, after this, you can send the file. We approve these. It shows us warnings, terms, and conditions. As I mentioned, no logo, trademark, or intellectual property issues. So don't do that. Don't use images. Don't use a headline implying real news. Select the options related to artificial intelligence. And after checking the option below, that says I understand my account may be suspended if I violate these guidelines, we can proceed by clicking continue. Here it asks us for a verification. Let's skip this step as well. Here it asks us for a verification. If it asks, you can enter a brief explanation and send it. It only asks the first time. We successfully sent this file, friends. You can apply all of them by copying the same title that we use for this particular file. Or alternatively, in this way, select them in bulk. I have selected 3 of them right now. From here, we select the illustration once again. This time, I will choose the lifestyle category. Marking again. Entering my title here again. Keyword below. I'm leaving. You need to enter it in such a way that there are 5 of them. I'm saving the work sequentially. Sending 3 files, friends, marking them again. Return by increasing. Send these 2. Now about the approval process, here's what I want to say. Adobe has an approval process. Sent images, now under review. Thanks for your submission. Your files will be reviewed soon. It says the review may take up to 8 weeks. So it could take 2 months, but I've never seen it take that long, friends. Many of my photos, the first ones I sent, were approved in a few hours. Some were approved and published in a few hours. Some took longer, but the longest I've seen was about 10 to 15 days. I've never seen that period go well. Another thing about the approval process, there's a limit for approval, friends. For example, right now, since I'm viewing a photo for the first time on this account, I can send at most 50 photos 50 images, sorry, for approval. Once these 50 images are approved, my limit increases to 500. So I can send 500 images for approval. But initially, there's a limit of 50. After sending these, once 50 images are approved, our limit is 500. So now, I can't send 50 images max. Now about these images. Or in the next video, I will already talk to you about the content you should and should not upload. That's it for the upload section, friends. That's it for the category and title section. In the sales video, we will focus a bit more on the title and keywords. I just wanted to introduce this upload panel to you here. Do not upload anything without watching the sales video, because we'll focus more on titles and keywords there. That's it for uploading. We discussed the approval part. We've seen the upload panel. See you in the next video, friends. Hello, friends. In this video, I will talk to you about the content you should not upload. Why shouldn't you upload these? Because according to Adobe's rules, they don't look favorably on us uploading these, friends. They don't allow it. If we upload such images, it could happen accidentally. It doesn't necessarily mean our account will be suspended at that moment. Usually, the images are rejected. As I mentioned in the previous video, if there is any issue with the images we send in this review section, such as a violation of Adobe's rules, a red stripe appears here and tells us why our images were not approved. So it clearly tells us the reason. If we keep sending those images repeatedly, despite warnings, our account can never be mistaken. Now, to ensure you do not encounter such situations, I will discuss the images that you should not work on excessively, meaning to adhere to the rules and not deviate from them and not send. One of these, friends, as I mentioned earlier, are images with logos. Images with logos and brand names. These should not be included, friends. Do not let brand names appear. Do not let brand logos be visible. I previously had a Ferrari-style sports car made in a sample image. Since the logo doesn't match the Ferrari logo, it might not be a problem. But to avoid risks, you might not produce such images. You might not produce them just in case. It's up to you. Don't produce images with logos or brands, friends. Do not create political content. Any emblem, flag of a political party, an image depicting that view, an image of a political figure, an image of a rally area. I even advise you not to use country flags too much. These can also be considered political in some situations. Therefore, I do not recommend you to get into this topic either. Some of my pictures were rejected in these images, so I don't recommend getting into this topic. Human faces, friends. I don't recommend producing many photos or images with faces. If you ask why, actually, there's no problem with these, no rule violation.
But in Sifty's pictures examples, human face production, none of the eyes are very advanced compared to object pictures. No problem in object picture production. We already examined them in car pictures. It produces many detailed ones. No problem there. But errors can occur in human face production. Frequent errors can occur.
There can be problems with symmetry. That's when absurd situations can arise. These are things that will waste your time. So, instead of focusing on human faces, if you focus on object photos, you can create more images. Therefore, I don't recommend focusing on human faces. Of course, it's up to you. That's a separate issue. Besides that, friends, those containing nudity. Nudity or obscene photos are rejected. Cleavage is possible. Avoid revealing photos. Now. Let's talk categories. What will I discuss? I plan to mention this in the sales video, but since I'm filming, I wanted to include it. I mentioned images not to produce, and categories. What about categories to produce, or rather, those I recommend? Definitely, friends, object photos. What could this object be? Cars, trucks, vans, these kinds of pictures. What else? Small objects. For example, a phone. For example, a shoe. It could be a pen photo. Then a clothing picture. Even a ring picture. So, it's all up to your imagination. You can create thousands of objects. Try them. They will work. And there are animals, friends. In animals, in this manner. If there are landscapes in the background of animal pictures, that is too sick. For instance, you want to create a picture of a cow. This cow should not look like a cow posing in a studio, but rather like a cow grazing in a meadow with a mountain view behind it, or a village view behind it. That kind of cow picture would be more effective, because it's a more appealing and aesthetic image. User and order numbers will be higher for those images. What else can I suggest? City images, friends. You know, those aerial city photos. Those can be popular, friends. I've sold many of those pictures. For example, a depiction of New York City, or a utopian city in a novel, or a movie. A space city, a Mars city depiction. You can use them. You can create them. Speaking of space, I recommend the space category. For example, a picture of a utopian planet. It could be a galaxy picture, a part of Mars, or a distant view. You can generate a sun picture, pictures of stars, the moon, Earth, celestial bodies. I recommend these 5 categories. These are the first that come to mind. Later, as I add more, as it comes to mind, as I analyze, I'm always thinking of updating this course. When I have time, I can add new categories. These are the first that come to mind. I sell these the most. Pay attention to these, especially to those above, meaning the ones not to add. As I said, these won't directly suspend your account. So don't worry. You don't need to think you'll do it by mistake. Just try to avoid it. If it happens, it might be overlooked. You might not notice. Don't be too afraid. Just your image is not accepted. As long as you don't continue too much and don't get many warnings, your account will be fine. Your account won't have any issues, I mean. That's all for now, friends. See you in the next video. Hello, friends. In this video, we'll focus on sales. I already mentioned high selling categories in the previous video. Here, I'll discuss title and keyword selection. These are crucial for sales. They're actually the most important. So, how should we choose the title? Let's find a title for this picture. If you understand the logic, you can apply it to your pictures. No need to do things one by one. What is this picture, friends? It's a farmhouse in a valley between two mountains. A red, beautiful wooden farmhouse. Around it are mountains, a beautiful landscape. Two horses, one dog, two peasant children. There are farmer children. Now, if I enter a title here, like a farmhouse, it would be too general and I'd have many competitors. So when I search for a dog, I might find thousands of images and photos. Being a very general title, it leads to a lot of competition. So my potential competitors would be thousands. I need to reduce them. How? I should make the title detail. More details mean less competition. I directly address detail-oriented people. They encounter my image. How to detail it? I say farmhouse, a farmhouse. I can add a red here, a red farmhouse. What else can I add? To children. So this could be a family farm. What can I call this? A red farmhouse, together with a farmer family. Or a red farmhouse belonging to a farmer family. If you want to elaborate a bit more, you can add animals. So, a red farmhouse, a farmer family, and together with animals. This could potentially be a beautiful title, a long title. I can also do it like this. There could be a different version of this. Family. The farmer family and the animals are standing in front of their red farmhouse. A title that perfectly describes, that is, narrates this picture. Both a long title and one that fully defines the picture. It describes the event here, the exposure here, and the objects as they are. Or if you want to extend it a bit more, if you want to spread more Rita. Here, background. You can also add mountains and hills in the background. The title selection needs to be like this, friends. So don't choose very short titles. Choose titles that beautifully and accurately describe your picture. You reduce competition, you reduce potential competitors, and you directly address the buyer. So, it's more likely for the buyer to find you, encounter your images. Now let's talk about keywords. Adobe Stock lets us add 49 keywords and offers many suggestions. I recommend choosing them. You can select all. It offers 20 to 30 suggestions. That leaves about 19. We have 19 to 20 left. We can add these ourselves. No need to fill that number. Add as much as you can. No need to fill all 49, friends. For example, what can we add? A red farmhouse. Farmer family. CFCLAC. Farmhouse and family. Farm animal. Farmhouse. Green mountains. Mountains and hills. Natural mountains. What else is here? There are two white horses. White horse. We can say farmer heart. Anything else to it here? As a keyword, doesn't seem like it. If we think more, maybe 3 to 4 more can be found. We can add this. Happy farmer family. So if we think more, 3 to 5 more can be found. Besides these, you can choose all the words Adobe suggests. Friends, more. Keywords mean more. Customer potential. Your images are more likely to be seen. Title and keywords are like this, friends. As I said, detail the title so that people can access your pictures easily. Ensure easier categorization. Titles are more important than category selection. Based on my experience, category selection isn't that important. People search by title. Keywords are similar. So the goal here is to choose the title and keywords that best describe our image so that the customer can directly reach our images as they search, so that our images appear at the top. Yes, see you in the next video, friends. Hello, friend. Now, an important topic. Maybe it has crossed your mind, but I left it for the end. Because, first you need to understand and start creating images. This is about payment. How will we get paid? What's Adobe's payment policy? I'll answer questions like where we can receive payments. Now, Adobe's sales policy is as follows, friends. You earn a fee for each download of images you upload to Adobe. These download fees vary by image and category. It also varies by membership type. It starts at 25 cents and goes up to $1, as shown in this table. So, from the download of an image, you can earn a minimum of 25 cents and a maximum of $1 per download. For example, if you get a download and it's an image earning $1, you can earn $1,000 from one image. Adobe's sales policy is a bit different. They set the prices, we don't. But we earn per download. How do we withdraw the money? We go to the dashboard for the money. Click on current earnings. There's a payment history. Let's click this, friends. Sorry. There's a question mark here. About payment. A warning appears. Earnings must be at least $25 to request payment. No pending payments. 45 days since first sale. What does this mean? We need at least $25 saved. 45 days since sale. It discusses our first sale. So, we can't request payment if we have less than $25 inside. What happens if we meet these conditions? Here, when we click on the payment section, the button becomes active. It's not active now because we don't meet the conditions. It becomes active. We click it. And it offers us 3 options. Payment channel. These are PayPal, Secret, and Payoneer, friends. Of course, we can currently use Payoneer. But if you reside abroad, in America, etc., you can use PayPal. Payoneer is an open payment channel in our country. You can research how to register here, etc. You need to verify your identity. You need to verify SMS and email. This is a reliable platform. I've used Payoneer for almost 5 years. It's global and reliable. Nothing will happen to you. Turkish support was available, but removed. You can follow in English. Start creating an account by clicking register. It lets you open bank accounts in any currency. You can open an American dollar account, a British pound account, etc. When active, click here and select the Payoneer option in the window and just enter your Payoneer email, friends. Just provide the email you used to open Payoneer. The payment part is like this. No need to worry about it. It's simple. So, just because it's not active now, don't worry. As I said, there are conditions. It's not a platform for random payments. 2 conditions. $25 and exceeding $45,000 from the first sale. Condition. Once met, you can receive payments. Payments are deposited within days after request. My advice is to let your money accumulate. Don't request payment for every $25. You can get paid every $100 or $200. It's easier for you. That's the payment part. In the next video, I will answer other questions that might quickly come to mind, that might occur to you, that might stick in your mind. The payment part is like this. See you in the next video. Hello friends. I'm making this video as a frequently asked questions video. The first frequently asked question is, since this can be done for free, what will we do when our credit here runs out? Do we need to buy a paid package? No, friends. When you use your credit here, Leonardo, when you run out of credit on the site, it's simple. Clear your browser's cookies or open an incognito tab or use another browser, but the simplest is an incognito tab. Open a new Leonardo I account with a different email. Here's an easier way. No need for a new Gmail. Use a disposable email. I recommend tempmail.org, friends. From here, you get a disposable email. Look, it will give you an email now. We got the email, copied it, and let's say we registered on the Leonardo AI site from a different window. In incognito mode, it might send a verification code. Most of the time, it doesn't ask for verification. When it does, it might send a verification code. And this confirmation code is given by the disposable email system here. If it sends a link, it gives a link. If it sends a code, it gives a code. Generally, it doesn't send a code. Just clear cookies and use a different email. You can create unlimited accounts now. So, probably in an hour, you can create 20 to 30 accounts on Leonardo. With each account, you can create 25 images. Is there a limit to image production or uploading? No limit, friends. Only a limit for approval submission. You can send 500 at a time. Initially, you can send 50 at once. Once approved, you can send 500 images at once. Uploading more images shortens approval times, friends. Initially, approval times are 3 to 5 days, 10 days. Later drop to 1 or 2 days. You can send up to 500 images at once. No limit on uploading images. I have nearly 20,000 images now. I keep uploading in my free time. As I said, dedicating an hour to this work will speed you up with prompts, etc. You'll write faster, handle downloads and image enlargements quicker, etc. You can produce thousands of images daily with just an hour. Quickly entering categories is enough. Copy-pasting will suffice. Nothing else takes your time in this job, friends. An hour is enough to earn a lot. Trust that. Effort and motivation are needed. So, if you upload a few hundred images and don't sell, don't quit. Keep going, try different categories. Don't stick to one category. The more categories you try, the higher your sales chances. Because some categories can be barren or highly competitive. Try different categories instead of quitting sales. Create different objects, images. You'll increase your chances. Another question, friends. Can I write titles, descriptions instead of in Turkish? No, you need to write in English. Adobe doesn't support Turkish. Even if such a thing existed, to increase our sales chances, we must write in English. English is essential. Don't use Turkish or other languages. Only work in English. Another question, friends. Are there platforms besides Adobe for selling images? Yes, friends. For example, there's a platform called Pond5. Let me show you. This is a stock photo site. It allowed AI last time. I uploaded some, but didn't get expected results. So I stopped. I thought it wasn't worth it with Adobe around. Not my customer volume here. So in the time allocated here, it would be more efficient to create new images for Adobe and upload them. Therefore, I didn't use it much. I uploaded a few images. Then I saw there weren't many sales. I quit. I thought it wasn't worth the time. Other than that, friends, I can't think of any other questions now. Let me tell you a few things about this training. This training, friends, according to the plan in my mind, I plan for it to be interactive. So it will be a training that I will constantly update. So it won't be a training that you just take and archive or watch once. I will keep adding updates to it because I am still continuing to work with this stock photo business. I will continue to work on it even more because it is currently one of the most profitable businesses in the world. So as I mentioned at the beginning of the course, it requires neither capital nor much effort. Despite that, you can earn a lot of money and continue to earn money for many years. Honestly, there isn't much of a job in the world right now that is this advantageous. That's why I will continue doing this work. And because I continue doing this work, I will keep researching new methods, new techniques and categories. I will also share these with you to increase our sales and profits. And of course, I will continuously add updates to the training as I become available, and so on. In fact, another thought in my mind is to create a Telegram or WhatsApp group for the training areas. But I plan to do this after a certain number of sales. So maybe it could be after the first 100 sales or so. Then, I'm considering a Telegram group for idea exchange. That's all, friends. As I mentioned, as I find the time and discover new things, I will continue to conduct reviews related to this work. You must absolutely not give up on this work, friends. Even if your first attempts fail, even if they don't yield results, you must definitely continue. As I mentioned, when I started this work, there were no resources. There was no resource to teach me this work. So, only after a few months, I started earning. I managed and put in a lot of effort. Signal, however, has a ready resource detailing this job. And it will be interactive. As I said, if you have more questions, ask in the question section or send a message. That's all for now. Wishing everyone lots of earnings.